and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
More evidence today the economy remains on fire.
You know, economically, the data looks to be very strong.
Look at housing starts. Those numbers are phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're going to have a strong U.S. economy, which is going to lower the fear.
Yeah.
Fundamentals in the United States are fantastic. The economy is just going gangbusters.
Right.
The American economy is in great shape. It is booming.
Yeah.
And you have to admit, things are going well. There's euphoria in the air.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Maybe now, I just hope, maybe now the folks will start realizing this crash we are now witnessing is not the result of a virus, but of debt, tremendous debt brought on by greed, called quantitative easing and stock buybacks. 10 years of QE and stock buybacks. That's what you're witnessing. What you're witnessing with this market down another 2,000 points is just that. What's been going on for 10 years that they've been able to dupe you every day. And how many times I kept saying to you over and over and over, don't pay attention to them. They're lying to you. After 10 years, I just hope people realize now this has been a big, fat, ugly bubble. The economy was fake. And who those words come from? Trump. Unfortunately, not as a president, as a candidate. Can you imagine if he kept the course, stayed with the truth, stayed with his narrative, he'd be in such good shape right now. But no. He was told by his handlers to go out and take credit for the market. Right now, he should be giving Obama, he wants credit for it. Give it to him. Let's have a news conference tonight. Hand him the economy. That's what he should do. The president should have a news conference. Well, you're right. This is Obama's economy. Maybe Main Street will now realize they were duped by the fake business news networks. Maybe. I don't know. I hope so. I hope Main Street realizes. I hope they realize the stock market. Now they'll realize. I hope so. The stock market doesn't reflect the health of the economy. It has nothing to do with it. So every day they were telling you how the stock market was a rocket ship.
Our economy is surging along. It's surging.
It was a bold-faced lie. It wasn't surging along. Underneath it, under that rocket ship, the government was so deep in debt. They had to cut back 40% of their budget on investments in renewable energy and mostly in bridge repair. But they kept telling you everything is wonderful. Stock buybacks. Keep pushing up those stocks. Use that QE. Use those stock buybacks. They kept on transferring that money, taking the business investment money, taking out of that account that was earmarked for your wage increase. They're supposed to take that money. Now they're telling you how great the economy was. They take that money from the business investment account. That was to go out and buy new equipment, new machinery, so you could increase your productivity, so you could get a raise, so your standard of living would go up. But no, they stole that from you. They stole that from you so they could go and buy more stocks, stock buybacks. Interest free, by the way. So think about that money that's been transferred for the past 10 years, stolen from you. And guess who it benefited? The CEO, his partners, the largest shareholders. And that's it. I hope for the first time now, when you see this market going down 1,000, 2,000 points, that you remember when I said on January 16th, 2018, I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today, that Phil Grandy said on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. That's right, because crashes just don't happen overnight. But the beautiful thing, you get so many messages from the market. You get red flags. Most stock markets, when you start getting the red flag to the actual crash, to the capitulation, is about a year and a half. The only problem is you never knew when to get out of the market. In fact, they wanted to keep you in the market because that's what 401ks are about. Keep you in. Don't let you out. And I'll bet you're calling your broker and they're convincing you right now to even buy more stock. I get a kick out of it when they tell us, do you think the bottom is in?
How close do you think we are to seeing a bottom in markets worldwide?
I think we're pretty close.
How do you know you're pretty close? Is it a foot? Is it 6 inches? Is it a quarter inch? Listen to this lie.
How close do you think we are to seeing a bottom in markets worldwide?
I think we're pretty close.
Tell me what pretty close means. They want you to go out and spend $10,000 today because they're pretty close?
Do you see, as of right now, any kind of bottom for this market?
No, Stuart, I don't.
Oh, he says he doesn't. But the other guy says he does.
How close do you think we are to seeing a bottom in markets worldwide?
I think we're pretty close.
So one guy says he's pretty close. The other guy says he's no bottom. But these guys, they invite him on as experts. These are the same guys. They're experts now. They bring them on as experts to tell us when the bottom is coming in. Where the hell were they with me when I told you for 2 years this was coming? The last 5 years was the worst. I kept pointing out the last 5 years. None of it made any sense the last 5 years. How the hell could the stock market be going up 50%? Yet earnings, profits, economic growth going down 25%. But when I talked about it, I get emails. You're just a grumpy old man. Really? How'd that work out for you?
The world of finance is based on quantifiability. It's based on the ability to have a number for price and a number for earnings. We right now have neither.
Because they took away from the investor price discovery. Because for 10 years, you didn't need price discovery. What is price discovery? It used to be you and I would bid for a stock. We'd haggle back and forth and we would create the price. We would discover the price of the stock. So we would go back and forth and finally I decided to be the buyer. I discovered the price. That went out the door 10 years ago with quantitative easing and stock buybacks, which, by the way, Bernanke knew it was never going to work because he wrote a paper when he was a young man to Greenspan telling him it's failed in Japan. They're in their 25th year using quantitative easing, and they still are failing. They still don't have a recovery. We've never had a recovery in the last 10 years. So I just hope all these folks will take a look at this market and take a look at these TV shows, these phonies on these TV shows, and make a decision. The only way you're going to really know the health of this economy, one way. I'll tell you what it is when I come back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the Phil's Gang .com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Tell you every time I'm on the air, join my gang. Try it. Try it for 30 days. AT&T, we got a 3% profit so far in May. Our Goldman Sachs are up 6%. Our Intel, we have a profit of 16% shorting it. Caterpillar, we're up 11% shorting it. And Schlumberger, we're up 18% because we shorted it. That's how you make money in this game.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang. If you ever said, gee, I just wish I could have somebody to tell me when to get in and when to get out, and I don't have to study anything, I don't have to know anything. I can pay a reasonable fee. Well, that's what we do here. For those people who say that every day, I just want to get into this market, but I just don't have anybody that would just find me a good stock and get me out when I'm supposed to be out. Make money for me when the market's going down. Well, that's what I do. That's what my team does. And you can check it out for 10 days free. Free for 10 days. You get the color-coded chart. You get my membership free for 10 days. At the end of 10 days, you can make the decision if you want to keep them both or keep one, whatever you want to do. Everybody's so upset with this market's going down. I hate to tell you, we're happy because we've had our members positioned short in two major stock groups. The small and mid-cap stock. What's that? That's our economy. I've identified for my members now for over a year how the economy, the domestic economy we're in, it's been the worst. It's been trailing everything. It's just been a mess. We've been lied to. And so we bought, instead of shorting RWM, I'm sorry, what we did is we went long. I'm sorry, we went long on RWM. IWM is the symbol for small and mid-cap stocks, the domestic market. So we did the opposite. So when the market was collapsing, we bought RWM. We did the same thing with the spiders. We positioned our people to be buying SDS. So when the spiders were collapsing, when the stock market, the S&P 500 were collapsing, that they felt comfortable because they were buying. Because a lot of people don't want to short because they get scared. So we set them up what they call an inverse. And by the way, remember, from 12 to 3 p.m. this Saturday, $70, we're going to be doing a special webinar specifically for this market. How do you make money when it goes down? How do you short? What's shorting? How do you do that? $70, it's worth it. So make sure you sign up before it fills up. So let me get back to, we're talking about how do you know if an economy is bad or good? Well, you have all kinds of signals. But one of the best signals you ever have is the bond market. It never lies. When a yield or the interest rate on a bond is going down, that tells you the economy is getting worse. The banks get hurt when that happens, so you watch the bank stocks. You watch the durable goods. Those are the big ticket items to take, sometimes 6 months to a year to build a machine or something. And you always, and it's a beautiful thing to watch because they build, all kinds of stuff, and it's in the future. And when somebody puts an order in, sometimes that order won't be delivered for a year and a half or two. So it gives you look so far out. It gives you such a great idea. Do I want to invest long term or not? If the durable goods orders suck, you don't want to be in there. If the bond yields on the 10-year Treasury are pulling back and the 3-month Treasury are pulling back, that means your banks are pulling back. You just need to have somebody that watches all that for you. Do they watch that for you in your 401k? Did you get a call today about that? When you called somebody today about your 401k, what you should do, what did you hear? Something like this?
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day. Have a good, sound plan so you can go on and enjoy life.
Are you kidding me? So what you are witnessing today, please believe me, it's not the virus causing this. It's an accumulation of debt over 10 years. Massive, massive debt in our country. $262 trillion. We've never had debt like this. That's what you're feeling. After 10 years, all this debt is piling up. But nobody wants to talk about it, do they? Nobody wants to talk about the debt. Everything's always wonderful. We have historic national debt of $22 trillion. We have household debt of $15 trillion. We have corporate debt of $19 trillion. We have budget deficits of $100 billion. We have trade deficits $80 billion. For God's sakes, we're broke. And when you look at the net value of our country, the United States, it's negative. It's negative. We're broke. That debt has to be paid. And when you put all our debt together and everything, it's $262 trillion, we are broke. So you watch the bond market. The bond market will tell you if you're in trouble. And then when you see the 10-year Treasury and you see the Treasury on the 3 months, but all of a sudden you start seeing the 3-month Treasury starting to go up and the 10-year Treasury going down, which means they're willing to give you more interest short-term than long-term, that's telling you something's wrong. So that's how I always make sure my members are positioned properly. Do you see what happened so far? Candidate Trump, remember what he said about Obama. Obama was the only president who doubled our national debts. The first president in our history who failed to grow the economy by 3%. Why? Because he, like Baby Bush, didn't believe in capitalism. That's right. He didn't believe in capitalism. When you had both Bush and you had Obama, both didn't believe in capitalism. When the banks failed, he should have let the banks, Baby Bush should have let the banks fail. Don't go fix them. Don't bail them out. That's capitalism. Capitalism is when someone fails, you don't reward them. When someone fails, let them fail. Let them stay failed. And then what you do is reallocate that capital, like in this case, their capital, reallocate it to an entrepreneur, to somebody that's going to take that capital and put it to work properly. But that's not what Baby Bush did. We'll talk more about what stocks you should be in when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang give platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
This U.S. economy is going to come roaring back once we conquer this disease. This isn't like the financial crisis.
Oh, no. Another lie. It's like everything was put on hold, right? No. This collapse has nothing to do with the virus. Yes, it was the catalyst. But this was going to happen anyways because of our tremendous debt load. Because for 10 years, they've been lying. For 10 years, they've been telling us this economy is terrific. And they kept pointing to the stock market as if it was the economy. Now we're starting to hear what I've always told you. The stock market is not the economy. They duped you.
The stock market's not a gauge for the economy.
That's right. Now they're telling you. I've been telling you that for years. They've been duping you. You got to start looking at some decent stocks. Yes, when you hear, oh, you should buy now as the bottom. No. I'll tell my members when the bottom is in. Because you identify a stock, if you're going to buy it or not, by its trend. You don't ever try to get into a stock at the bottom. What are you, nuts? A stock drops 30% and you think you're going to pick the bottom? What you look for is the money coming back into that stock of the large institutions, the biggest institutions, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies. That's what my chart does, and you'll see that in 10 days. That's why it's color-coded. When it's red, their money's going out. When it's green, the money's coming in. And you got 10 days to tell me I'm BSing you. It doesn't work. Of course it works. So the idea is the chart that we developed works. So you find out, you decide which group you want to be in. Where's the money going to go first? And right now, I am telling you, we've been shorting gold, right? We've been shorting gold. We made some nice money on gold. AUI, 19% return. GLD, 8%. We've been doing, so we shorted oils. Schlumberger, 65%. OIH, 70%. But I don't want to give you the percentages because I can't guarantee you I'm going to make those same percentages again. I can guarantee you we're going to use the same chart, the same formula, the same everything. And I'm going to do the best I can. But I can't tell you on SCO, which is inverse of oil, we're up 164%. I can repeat that. But I'll get you, but we'll find something that you're going to make some money on. Because we wait and identify if the money is coming in. It's all about identifying if the money is coming in. That's it. And then when that chart turns green, then we start buying. And we don't go in right in the beginning and go 500 shares, 600 shares, 1,000 shares. Of course not. You start out slow. We call it a scout. So this is what you learn in 10 days. I don't take the time now, but this is what you learn in 10 days. And the most important thing you also learn is shorting. When we have a market crashing, you want to be making money as it's going down. So Saturday for $70, 12 to 3 o'clock Eastern Time, it's a wonderful time to experience how do you make money when markets go down. At the same time, I'm going to be showing you how to make money when the markets go back up. We're waiting right now. I think one of the biggest areas, the biggest profit is going to be gold and gold mining stocks. They've been hit hard, and we've been shorting them. But everybody's going to start running to gold. Everyone's going to run to gold. Believe me. Oil, airlines. You just got to, like you always say, I just wish I had somebody just tell me which one to get in. But more important, when to get out. Any dope can make money in the stock market. The stock market goes up 70% of the time. A dope can make money. But the problem is, people don't know when to get out. So let's talk about what's going on here right now. Okay, my gang's doing good because we already have the stocks lined up that we know that is going to be a very high probability success, like our golds, like our oils. So we're already watching these stocks, not guesswork. Don't let anyone tell you they know the bottom. But let's talk about this. When Trump was candidate, he promoted capitalism. He talked about Obama, saying Obama, who doubled our national debt. Think about it, he doubled our national debt. And he's the only president in history who failed to grow the economy by 3%. Baby Bush was another dope. Because both of them didn't believe in capitalism. What is capitalism? Is when you have a large public company, including banks, fail. Then let them fail. Then reallocate their capital to entrepreneurs for startups. 70% of our jobs comes from startups. But what they did, they aren't capitalists. They're socialists, closet socialists. When the banks crashed, he should have let those banks go. Don't take capital. And see what they do? They keep on taking the same capital, putting in the same failures, and that capital stays in that same failure all the time. And you can't get the new companies moving. This is one reason why we have the crash today. See, strong nation, if you're going to have a strong nation, it comes from capitalism, which comes from new startup businesses. See, startup businesses is the backbone of our nation. You don't want to put money, if a bank's fail, let it fail. Then take that asset and put it into a startup business. New startup businesses is the backbone of our nation. It always has been. And this middle class, which is the foundation. The reason why the middle class, because the middle class, remember, when you have startup businesses, it provides 72% of the jobs. Those are excellent jobs. Those are excellent jobs. Those are what we call middle class jobs. And the more money that the middle class makes, they have more disposable income to start more businesses. And the more business you start, the more they compete with each other for labor. The more they compete for each other with labor, the more the labor cost goes up. That's how wages go up. 99% of the people sitting in Congress don't even know how to get a wage to go up. But that's what it's all about, is the small business. You got to start these new businesses. That's how the economy grows. When you start interfering with capitalism, like what Obama did and like Bush did, Bush bailed out the banks. That's why you're feeling what you're feeling today. And Obama bailed out companies like GM and Solandra, taking the same money and giving it right back to failures. It's all politics. Solandra, giving all that money instead of giving the money to entrepreneurs. This crash is a result of consequences. One of the consequences was bailing out the banks. The other consequence is all this cheap money, bringing money down to near zero interest rates and give it to the CEOs to buy their own stock back. So very few people do well. Majority of people do terrible. But you give the majority of the people easy credit so they go out and spend. And then you lie to them, tell them, look at the stock market. The stock market's the economy. Don't worry about your job. Go spend more money than you have. Go ahead, keep spending. Your job's secure. Look at the stock market, how it's booming. It's a rocket ship. When the stock market it doesn't identify what the economy is doing. So now we're going to get tremendous layoffs. You start watching these come. So the problem is, the bailouts and QE have been so disastrous for our economy because we wiped out the small business. We wiped out the middle class. It's been a disastrous economy. We never got above 3%. We have little to no economic GDP growth. We have a trend line, for God's sakes, it's less than 2.9% over the last 10 years. 2.9%. We had Larry Kudlow coming on lying, saying we're going to be 4 to 5%, remember? Savings have been destroyed. Retirement, we have a crisis. 50% of the people have no 401ks. The other 50% that do, 40% of that 50%, they don't even contribute. Why? Because their expenses are too high. Healthcare loans going up 200%. Student loans going up 35%. What are you, nuts? This has been coming. This has nothing to do with the flu. This is what we call a greed flu. How about stupid flu? For 10 years.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market? He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart, and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Want to make profits in the stock market? philsgang.com is running its best promotion ever. For the holiday season, Phil's Gang is giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. That's right. Get the Phil's Gang membership and the MV2 color-coded chart free for a 10-day trial. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. Then choose the Working Investor Program for your 10-day free trial. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
This U.S. economy is going to come roaring back.
Oh, yeah, roaring back. Here's the problem. It's not just the U.S. economy. What he's lying about is the global economy that is the big mess. I said in January 16, 2018, what's going to take this whole market down is going to be China. And I was right. That's what's taking this whole global economy down. The reason why the global economy is doing so badly, because everybody depends on China. And China's hurting so much. They're not building the hospitals. They're not building the roads that nobody travels. They're not building condos that nobody buys. They're not building railroads nobody rides on. They're not building airports that nobody flies into. They used to do that all the time, just keep their people busy. No more. So China's taking a hit. So if you go back to 2008 after the crash, we should have never done quantitative easing, because quantitative easing is just all that is you keep printing money to keep buying bonds, 10-year treasuries, to try to get those rates down. The more you buy, the more you bring those rates down. They do that on purpose in a crash. They got to get the rates down because the government can't afford to pay the interest on the national debt. So that's why they bring the rates down. But it also kicks in the other short-term rate, which the Federal Reserve controls. That's the rate in which you pay on your car, your credit cards, school loans, all those sorts of things. So just to go and bring all these interest rates down to near zero, the problem is when they did that, the money wasn't allocated to where it should have gone once it was at zero. The low interest rate money went to few. They went to the CEOs to keep buying their own stock, to keep masking their losses so they could keep pushing up artificially their stock price and enrich themselves. Because remember, It was the Clintons when they were in office. They were so upset the CEOs were making so much money. They said, we're stopping it. You're limited to $1 million salary. Everything else has to be from stock increases. So what a beautiful thing. So after the crash, they turned around and said, wow, we can make a lot of money. We're going to print all this money. We're going to buy 10-year treasuries to drop the yields down so that we can pay our interest on our national debt, which is $400 billion a year. Then that will force the interest rates down on our credit cards and everything else. But what we're going to do, though, is we're going to take all this money that we're printing and we're going to loan it not to Main Street. We're going to take all that money and give it to CEOs so corporations can buy their own stock. Main Street will make sure they have money, low interest rates, but we'll tell them go buy stuff. And we'll say, don't be worried about your job. We'll lie to them and say, look at the stock market, how terrific it is. But what they didn't realize, the only reason why the stock market was going up is through trickery, through accounting trickery, doing stock buybacks. It's going on for 10 years. You don't think sometime it should blow up? The market's up over 400%. Stocks are so high, you got to correct them. But we never allowed the market to correct. Trump came in as a candidate, said, I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to correct this. Then after he came in office, got in there, and all of a sudden everybody was buying stock based on what he was going to do. They bought into the hype. He was going to do this. He was going to do that. Stock kept going up. Larry Kudlow says, you better own this market, man. It's never going to come down. Now it's on its way down. Now he's screwed. But always remember this. A strong nation comes from capitalism, which is let the companies and the banks and the big boys, the big companies, the public companies fail. Let's take that money and reallocate it to new startup businesses. Our whole country's always been based on entrepreneurial. They've been always based on starting a new business. Because new businesses, the more new businesses you have, they compete with each other, and the first thing, they need each other's labor, and wages go up. That's how you get the wages up. So what's the first thing Obama does when he becomes president? Like an idiot, he prints money, and he goes and he buys GM. Then he supports Solandra. What are you, nuts? No, take that money and give it to small business. But he didn't want to do that because he wanted to build a welfare state. And he needed the votes from labor. So he screwed up the economy right out of the gate. Bush, before him, he screwed up the whole economy because he didn't let the banks fail. Trump comes and says, I'm going to fix all that. But then when the stock market started to go up, because everybody was buying stocks based on what he was going to do, he loved it. His ego got in the way. Now he's screwed because he can't control this crash. This is not your ordinary crash we're in. So where do you make money? Well, look what we've been doing. We've positioned our members to be short the market before this crash happened. So we're doing beautifully. But gold is going to be terrific. Everybody's going to give up and finally go to gold. See, right now, people still believe, listening to Fake Business News Network, oh, this will be over in a couple weeks. This is going to be over in a couple weeks. Well, you know what? If it is, and they figure a way to rig the market back up, then my members will be positioned to make money on the way back up. See, my members will always be in a position, doesn't matter if the market goes up or the market goes down. They're going to be in the right position. That is the key right there. To make sure they're always in the right position, which means they always get out in time. And they always know when to add to the position. Do you know? No. You don't know. So the problem is, if you're going to build a strong economy, you got to get rid of your bad businesses. You don't float them. Because what happens is, if you keep on keeping those failures, then the startup businesses, they can't get money. Because remember, to float these big businesses like GM and all what he's doing now, he's starting to do the same thing now. He's going to start floating all the big, large corporations. And how that works is he will fund them to bail them out. Then what happens? How do they get their operating capital? Once a big public company is bailed out, how do they get their operating capital? doesn't come from the government. What they do is they offer bonds to investors. That's how they get their operating cash. Well, the problem is when you start offering, when the government bails out a big company, and that big company starts offering bonds, selling bonds to raise capital, the yields are so high, people then transfer their money out of their small banks, credit unions, and they take all the money out and they buy, because the yields are so high, they'll buy bonds. Now, the small business, he goes to the bank. Well, guess what? He can't start his business. It's called crowding out, because everybody started to take their money out of savings and these saving banks and credit unions, and they're buying bonds. So there's no money left. The money that's left in the banks, the little money that is left in the banks raise the interest on them so high because they don't want to run out of money. But you can't start a new business. That's why the middle class has gone down 44% in the last 10 years. That's why we never had so many small businesses closing their doors. Remember, what is needed to build the economy was destroyed in the last 10 years. Trump came in, he's going to try to put it back. He knew the idea was stop bailing out these people and let's take care of the new entrepreneurs with new startup businesses, because that's where 72% of our jobs come from, and that's how you get wages up. But he decided not to do that. He's going to do the same thing Obama did, the same thing Baby Bush did. He's going to do the same thing they all did. And that's what he's doing right now. $1.3 trillion in the last 3 days to bail out big, large corporations. Now what's going to happen? Those big, large corporations are going to have to raise operating capital. So now they're going to start selling their bonds to raise that cash. So if a guy's got $5,000 in a savings account, he's going to pull out a savings account and he's going to buy a bond. So a restaurant guy, he wants to add on to his restaurant. He goes to the bank. He wants to borrow. Hell, they want a lot of interest because there's no money left, very little money left. They don't want that money to be gone, so they always raise rates. So that's why small businesses that are responsible for building a wonderful economy, they're dead. They're gone. So they convinced everybody that the economy was the stock market. And so as long as they could convince everybody that it was the stock market and keep pumping the stocks up artificially, fake, everybody bought into it. Now everybody's paying for it. But not my gang. They're not paying for it. They're on the right side of it. So why don't you join right now tonight? Get your free chart, your membership for 10 days. It's free. And also don't forget, Saturday we have a special class from noon to 3 Eastern, $70 on how to short. So go sign up right at any page, any of my pages on my site. You'll see a big billboard there. See you on the chart. Sign up.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Decent explanation.